Hello, BookTube. It's time for another tag. It's sort of the tail end of Tuesday at the moment. Bill Rutenberg has resurrected another tag, the 25 random questions tag. Um, and it looks like it was created in 2018. He saw it on Steve Donahue's channel and Richardson Reed's channel. Um, yeah, I don't know. I didn't look to see who originally did it either, so I don't know who's done that. But there's 25 questions, and let's get to it. Do you have any pets? Is the first question. At the moment, no. I grew up always with animals around. I was on a small farm, so we had goats, chickens, dogs and cats in proliferation. When I started living on my own, I had a couple cats, um, and I had them for a long time. I had them for about well, until I actually moved to the UK here. Uh, I first had a male cat. He was totally black with a little white spot on his chest. He was too smart for his own good. He knew how to open up the refrigerator, and he pulled a turkey out on top of him one time. And I used to have a container, like a Tupperware container with food in, and the lid on it. So he would watch me pull it up. Next thing I know, I hear this clunk, clink, clink, and he's there with one paw on it and trying to pull around the edge to open it. And he learned how to open up the door as well, the handle that sort of you go like that with. He figured out how to open up doors that way. But anyway, yeah. So a few years after that, I rescued a female cat. I called her Shandy, and well, Dylan. Well, actually, I go back to the name Dylan. Dylan was after. I named him after an artist that was in. I think it was Analog or one of the older, maybe Galaxy. Just pen and ink artist. But then nobody knew the connection, so it just sort of became okay. Yeah, it's and then people thought Bob Dylan. No, and it was Dylan. I said, yeah, it's after Dylan Thomas. Okay, fair enough. And female, I named her Shandy, and that was from a song by Kiss. Yes, you heard it, right? Kiss. Let's move on. Well, anyway, yeah, he passed away. His kidneys failed about after 18 years. She was a bit younger. She was still about 15 or 16 when I moved to the UK. I'd sort of had plans to have her come over eventually after I got settled here, but she got cancer very quickly and just declined extremely quickly after I was here. Literally within a few months that I was here. And since then, I just haven't had a big enough space, and things were just a little too up in the air, so I didn't want to have a pet. I hope someday to have other pets, whether it be dog or cat. I don't know. Number two, can you name three things physically close to you? Books, books, more books over here, books here, books there, books over here, books, books. I'm surrounded by books. What's the weather like? It is evening here now, late evening. It's been kind of wettish. It's been drizzling sort of off and off for several days, and I think it's going to be that way for the next few days. At the moment, I don't think it is. It's still a bit humid. It's the temperature is better. It's bearable, but with a fan. But it's still just too warm for me inside. I prefer temperature like if you're going Celsius around 15 degrees Celsius. So that way, if I do get cool, I can put something on. But otherwise, normally I'm perfectly fine. Number four, do you drive? Have you ever crashed? Do I drive? No. Have I ever crashed? Yes. What time did you wake up this morning? around midnight, around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Was up again at 4, 6, I think, and finally got up at 8. Then, because I wasn't feeling well, I went back for a nap at around 11. And got up around 2. Yeah. Any problem with that? Um, when was the last time you showered? What year is this now? It's been a while. Well, think of it this way: I live alone. I'm working it from home. I don't see anybody. I don't go out. I don't. I don't shower every day anymore. Number 7. What was the last movie you saw? Okay, actual movie that I watched. Oh, blimey! Just going back about a month ago, I've been watching a lot of sort of TV shows. Last film I watched, I think it was the Oxbow. Yeah, it was. It had to have been the Oxbow incident. Uh, William Wellman, director, I think, or was it Henry? Anyway, it's with Henry Fonda is in it, and it's based on what is it, Tilburg's book, which I've not read, but it's a fabulous film, fabulous Western film. Uh, what was the last movie you saw? What does your last text message say? It was basically in reply to someone saying that they're going to be retiring at 67, and I said it'll probably be many years after that for me, the way things are going. So I said something like, I'll be lucky if I could do by 67, I think. What's the ringtone on your phone? Oh, I'm not sure what it's called. Should have looked this up. Let's look at it now. Sound. Ring. Ringtone. It says it's Pixis. Whatever that is. I can't seem to get it to sound. Oh, I think it's because I've got cancel outs on for eve nighttime. Whatever that is. Let's put the do not disturb on again. Okay. Let me get the questions back up. Had 10. Have you ever been to another country? Yes. I've been to several. I grew up in Canada. First, where it was to the United States many times on book buying missions and some touristy type. Well, it was a school trip to Gettysburg, Washington D.C., and a few parts in between. Book wise, been to book sales in Oklahoma City, um, and throughout the Midwest, uh, Cincinnati, all over New York City. Um, I've been to Massachusetts, but I've never got to Boston. I've been to Virginia and everywhere, but not to Boston. And then that's in the U.S. Otherwise, I've been to Jordan in the Middle East, Egypt. Um, Spent a brief moment in Israel before I was banned. I actually got on Iraqi soil while I was there, but briefly again, not for long. Been to Europe a little bit, Latvia, um, Estonia. Not actually been to well, I've been sort of through and like stopping on planes and that, a few other places, but in the UK here. Um, Do you like sushi? God, no. Eating raw fish? That's just that's just asking for trouble. Where do you buy your groceries? I do sort of. Well, it's only sort of online and delivery. It's been for a while. There's a number of shops here, but I buy from Tesco, sometimes Sainsbury's, and a place called Iceland for frozen stuff. Um, yeah, not too exciting there. Uh, have you ever taken medication to help you sleep? No, I've got a condition it's getting worse. It's called sleep apnea, and as far as I know, all sort of sleep medication relax as a muscle relaxant. So I can't take anything like that because it could totally collapse my throat, and I don't wake up. So, no. Um, how many siblings do you have? Three. Do you prefer a desktop or a laptop computer? I've only had a laptop for quite some time. I do. Well, no, I shouldn't say that because I have an old Dell small business computer. It's very small. It's very nice, um, but it's like it's Windows XP, which I like. But it's very slow, especially for the internet now. I haven't used it for several years now, so all I've been using is laptops, and what I film on here is a little tablet that I have. So I think future wise, I'll probably stick with uh, laptops and tablets, and probably have maybe a bank of hard drives or something like that that I can Bluetooth to or something like that. I'll have to look into that. How old will you become on your next birthday? 22. Do you wear contacts or glasses? I wear glasses. I don't think I could ever abide by contacts. Do you color your hair? No. It's getting sort of grayish now. It should be just brown, but I think it's almost like blonde on here, but it's not. It's brown. It was dark brown, but I think it's just getting gray and thinner with age and longer because I haven't cut it and I haven't had it cut in many years now. Um, can you tell me something you're planning doing today? Hopefully sleep. That's my hope, to actually sleep. When was the last time you cried? Well, my allergies are bad, and with perfume and stuff, I'll sit here at times where just tears are just flowing from my eyes, and that happens quite often, actually. What is your perfect pizza topping? Well, one that I am a go-to is just like double or triple cheese, preferably maybe a different kinds of cheese, and like a whole bunch of pepperoni, just smothered with pepperoni. That would work for me. Do you prefer cheeseburgers or hamburgers? Cheeseburger, cheeseburger, cheeseburger. Only those SNL, Saturday Night Live, John Belushi fans will catch that. I just sort of ruined it, but maybe people will look it up. But I do like cheeseburgers. Have you ever had an all nighter? Yeah. Even now, like if I get caught up in watching something, I'll just continue watching through it. It depends on what I'm doing the next day, or if I read. But I always did that. I always did that occasionally. I've even studied. I've gone from studying and then immediately to the exams the next day when I was in university, and then crashed after that. What is your eye color? Blue. Can you taste the difference between Coke and Pepsi? Yes, Pepsi all the way. Yeah. This one, yeah, there were some interesting questions here. I enjoyed this one, and yeah, um, not that nosy really. This one, I kind of think. Well, I suppose it is, or it could expand on it, but there was nothing that I felt big expansion. But anyway, it was a good tag. Thanks, thank you to Bill for tagging me, and I will leave it there, BookTube, at a short, just over 15 minutes.